Go ahead.
Here come the sexiest stars to ever own the airwaves. Jennifer, Courtney, Lisa, David, Matthew, and Matt.
These people are TV royalty.
Theirs is a life that exceeds your wildest imagination times 6.
It's dollar signs blinking everywhere you turn.
We're going behind the scenes to show you the incredible perks they got on set.
If they wanted a jet, they were going to get that jet.
And the truly amazing lifestyles they lead off the set.
Matthew Perry travels the world. He plays tennis with anyone he wants.
From swanky homes.
This is the most valued land in Malibu today.
Take it to the house.
To being so cool you're a member at the most exclusive clubs.
Jennifer Aniston and David Schwimmer have the membership card.
We'll size up the millions they've collected and give you the goods on the massive fortune headed their way. So get ready to get rocked by TV's biggest primetime players. This is the fabulous life of the cast of Friends. In 1994, being a Friends cast member had serious benefits, including a $2,000 weekly salary, a body double, 2 personal trainers, and as much fruit and veggies as you wanted to eat. And that was just for the monkey.
From the beginning, NBC was making so much money off the cast of Friends that pretty much what they wanted, they would get.
And they got it good. After exploding on the scene in 1994, the 6 stars spent 10 years making Friends the hottest show on TV.
I don't think anyone expected it to become this big.
By the final season, they each earned a cool $1 million an episode.
These people are TV royalty. Their success has afforded them every luxury in the world.
And it all started with the spectacular benefits they scored on set.
NBC found out early on that without these 6 stars, they had no show. So they did everything in their power to keep these people satisfied.
We're having such a good time, there's just really no reason not to.
If they wanted a jet to take them from LA to New York, they were going to get that jet.
If the girls wanted to get manicures and pedicures, there was a person standing there just waiting in the wings.
And while all the stars of other shows were heading to the studio commissary for lunch, the Friends, they had an on-set personal chef who catered to their every taste.
They had a special Cobb salad for the ladies every day, according to Jennifer's requirements on the Zone diet.
They also had strict on-set styling requirements. If they needed hair color, they had the master of highlights, Michael Canale, whose creative coloring costs mere mortals $270. For styling, they had virtuoso Chris McMillan, whom the studio supplied at a cost of over $1,000 a day.
The cast of Friends worked with the best hairdressers, the best stylists, so not only did they look good, they looked amazing.
Because not only did they have top-notch beauticians on set, they even had them free off-set, including a man who clipped Jen and Lisa using the cosmic principles of feng shui.
Most people recognize feng shui as landscape architect. We're the first to adapt it to the beauty industry. We look at the individual as the temple in order to create good qi.
Most people use feng shui principles to help them arrange their furniture for better qi. But feng shui Zen master Billy Yamaguchi used it on Jen and Lisa to help them find cosmic hair symmetry.
When Lisa Kudrow came in, we mainly focused on what would be best on the cut, and that was more of her metal, more of a classic type of look.
Celebrities are always looking for the hot new beauty secret, and if that means getting your hair feng shui, they'll do it.
The Friends are so famous. They don't want to go out because they know that people are going to mob them.
The friends have no level of anonymity left, so they can only go to the most exclusive places. That's it.
So to escape the mob madness, the friends only hit the hottest spot in LA, where it's 100% guaranteed people like you aren't getting in. LA's Spider Club.
To get into the Spider Club, you need one of these. Jennifer Aniston, Matthew Perry, and David Schwimmer all have the membership card.
LA's Spider Club doesn't have a VIP room. The entire club is VIP. And the friends spend big for the best seat in the house.
You have to make a reservation, and it's a $400 minimum per table. If you walk into the Spider Club on a Friday night, you may see Bruce Willis, you may see Gwen Stefani.
But the best table at the hottest club is just the start for the cast of Friends. Because when it comes to any of their wildest fantasies, not a single one goes unfulfilled.
They've got so much money, whatever they want to do, they can do it.
Matthew Perry, he loves tennis, so he follows his favorite tennis players around the world. Here he is at Wimbledon in London, the French Open in Paris, and the US Open in New York City.
Matthew Perry travels the world. He plays tennis with anyone he wants. From Monica Seles to Jennifer Capriati. It's a celebrity tennis tournament all the time.
And while Matthew Perry has the best players as practice partners, Courtney Cox spends big on harnessing spiritual energy.
Fantastic.
But she doesn't get it by going to yoga class. She gets it by having energy transmitted to her photograph. Courtney sends her photo to the Energetic Matrix Church of Consciousness, where they put it into a special machine, expose it to energy balancing frequencies 24 hours a day, and transmit that energy from the picture directly to her. And the cost for Courtney's quirky service? Up to $1,200 a year.
You gotta have good energy.
The friends gotta have good everything. And none of them lives out their dream more than Matt LeBlanc. He fancies fast rides. And Matt has an entire collection to satisfy his craving, including this Porsche, this Maserati Coupe, a 1972 Pantera, and this, his super rare 400-pound supercharged Italian crotch rocket.
The RSV 1000R is a very serious bike for a very serious rider. Matt LeBlanc got #1 for free. Michael Jordan got number 23, and he paid cash.
That's right. Matt's $40,000 Aprilia motorbike was given to him. And just how exclusive is it?
There's only 20 in the United States. That bike, Matt's skills, it's a match made in heaven.
Amen. Coming up, take a tour of the Friends' massive LA estates.
Matthew Perry's home is the ultimate bachelor pad.
And later, it's TV earning power like you've never seen when the fabulous life of the cast of Friends continues. On the show Friends, Monica's apartment was a terraced 2-bedroom, 2-bath home in New York's esteemed Greenwich Village. In the real world, it would rent for at least $5 grand a month. And at that price, the castmates couldn't afford to live in one of the closets.
Oh no. Even somebody who has a fabulous job on Wall Street would have a hard time affording that apartment.
But while their characters may have struggled to rent the Friends flat, today the cast could buy the apartment, the building, and probably the whole damn block.
Whoa! As close as they are as a group, I think the one place where they differ is probably in the homes that they own.
They've got homes all over LA. And the only thing they have in common, they're all worth millions. At the low end, there's Matt LeBlanc's 5,000 square foot, $3.5 million fixer-upper in the Valley.
Matt loves motorcycles, and living in Encino allows him to ride them in his backyard.
Next up, there's Courtney Cox, with her $4.5 million contemporary in the Hollywood Hills. Nearby, there's David Schwimmer's $5.5 million mansion in the exclusive Hancock Park.
Schwimmer has tennis court, a pool, spa, the whole thing.
Lisa Kudrow's got a $7 million Beverly Hills home, just a stone's throw away from Matthew Perry's $12 million digs.
Everything's state-of-the-art. It is like James Bond, like you press a button and games rise up from the table.
But one friend had to have custom everything. Jennifer Aniston and hubby Brad Pitt paid $13.5 million for this place and then tore it apart.
You'd think it'd be perfect. That's move-in ready.
But not for Brad and Jen. Here's what their 11,000 square foot mansion looked like before they moved in.
It took like 2 years for them to do it. They had so many workers up there at one point, they had to take shuttle buses up to the house to work on it.
Now Jen and Brad's Beverly Hills money pit includes heated floors and a 5-tiered indoor fountain. But for these friends, nearly $50 million worth of real estate still isn't enough. That's why they also buy homes away from home. Like Jen's $4 million, 11.5-acre Santa Barbara surf compound, or Matt LeBlanc's 1,000-acre, $6.5 million Los Alamos ranch. And then there's Courtney's $10 million glass and concrete lair in the uber-elite seaside community, Malibu.
Pound for pound, this is the most valued and expensive, beautiful land in Malibu today. You're not going to get on this beach unless you have made it.
And Courtney and David have made it, big time. They don't just live in Malibu, they're in the most exclusive part, the billion-dollar strip of sand, Carbon Beach.
This is the life in Malibu. You know, we work as we play. It's a beautiful life.
And while the friends spend big on prime locations, they don't exactly skimp on the interiors of their homes either. Like Courtney Cox, she's got a retro furniture collection that includes these $500 mushroom stools, this $1,000 pastel chair, and this Ames chair that cost nearly $3,000.
She's buying plastic furniture and shag carpet and bright colors. Everything is ultra modern and ultra expensive.
But for Jen Aniston, no ordinary expensive furniture will do. Because she buys custom chairs made by a man with a celebrity pedigree, Salma Hayek's brother, Sammy.
This is my girlfriend, Daniela. She's gorgeous. And everybody sits on her, that's not too good.
Sammy's signature chair cost Brad and Jen $2,500. And that's the scratch and dent price compared to the $6,000 a piece they're paying Sammy for chairs so secret they've never even seen them.
Brad and Jen are very sophisticated and very, very knowledgeable about architecture and design, and I'm going to make them a very, very nice surprise.
Ralph Lauren design. And this is Prada.
The friends on the red carpet are very different from the friends off the red carpet. You'll never see them glammed out just to go to the supermarket.
I don't think of myself as a trendsetter.
She should. Jennifer and her castmates set every trend. But while they may have clothes that ordinary people emulate, their everyday duds don't have normal people price tags. Like Matthew Perry, who's fond of T-shirts that cost up to $100 by designer James Perse.
Matthew Perry, he loves James Perse. These aren't just, Hanes.
Or Jennifer Aniston, who dresses for the paparazzi in cargo pants. $400 Maharishi cargo pants.
Jennifer wears the same orange cargo pants because she doesn't want a paparazzi to get any new shots of her. So it looks like it's the same shot over and over again.
And then there's David Schwimmer, who stocks up on basics thanks to John Varvatos, where a pair of jeans costs $185. But he doesn't shop there alone. Designer John Varvatos himself handpicks David's clothes for him.
You can't really go wrong when the designer is picking out what's going to look good on you.
Even when they want used clothes, they go big. Because they don't get their goods at the Salvation Army. They go to LA's luxury vintage shop, the Paperback Princess.
I'm the princess of this lovely domain of vintage couture. It's actually where Jennifer Aniston got her beautiful vintage Halston.
Yes, Jennifer Aniston hit the Paperback Princess for this 1970s dress by famed designer Halston. And she chose the 2003 Emmys as the place to bust it out.
It just gave beautiful boobs. I hate to say it, but that's what that dress was all about.
Jennifer, I'm top!
No one else is going to have that dress. She's going to stand alone on that red carpet.
Coming up, the 6 Musketeers of $1 Million paydays.
They said, pay us this or we're all gonna walk.
And brace yourself for the fortune they still stand to collect. When the Fabulous Life returns. VH1 and Us Magazine team up to bring you the fabulous lives of your favorite celebrities. To find out where the friends shop, stay, and more, swing by VH1.com and check out our little black book. The Super Bowl. The biggest sporting contest of the year, it attracts more viewers than any other television event. Advertisers shell out mega bucks for a 30-second spot every year on Super Bowl Sunday. But in 2004, the country's greatest advertising event met its match. The Friends series finale.
Normally, on the final season of Friends, a 30-second advertisement would cost $380,000. But for the finale, the same 30-second ad cost $2 million.
NBC made $70 million on that night alone.
Yes, Friends, the show has been a moneymaker from the start. And for the Friends themselves, it's been a gold mine.
Get that! Yes, sir!
Go ahead.
In 1994, the first season of Friends, the stars each made roughly 20 grand per episode. Mere pocket change. Because 10 years and 236 episodes later, their paychecks shot to $1 million a pop.
It's a nice change.
It's a nice change, yes.
They decided every time their contract came up for negotiation that they were going to stick together. It was one for all and all for one.
They said, here's what we want. You have to pay us this or we're all going to walk.
But when they did walk after 10 years, they had each earned over $80 million. And their retirement gift? It wasn't a plaque, it was diamonds.
As parting gifts, the producers of the show gave the cast diamond cufflinks and earrings from Neil Lane.
I have a jewelry karma. I channel, past lives into what I'm doing here. The producers didn't really spare any expense. It wasn't about just the value, they wanted the best.
He uses great diamonds, and it's kind of a really coveted jewelry line.
Coveted indeed, because Neil Lane custom-made spectacular pieces for each individual friend.
These are similar to the earrings that we did for Lisa Kudrow. We decided on something similar to this, onyx and diamonds for Matt LeBlanc. I heard from the producers that they liked what we did for them, and I'm flattered and honored that they would come to me.
But their best parting gift? Syndication.
It's ka-ching, ka-ching, dollar signs blinking everywhere you turn.
After making $80 million just from Friends, now they can kick back, sit on their ass, and earn millions more from the syndication rights.
The Friends stand to make an estimated $50 million each over the next 10 years in syndication rights alone.
What's wrong? They have movie roles, they have production projects, they can do whatever they want.
From Matthew's big screen roles to Courtney's small screen redecorating show to David and Lisa's behind-the-scenes production work, the Friends stars are still taking the Hollywood scene by storm. Especially Matt LeBlanc. He's inked a $15 million deal for the Friends spin-off Joey.
chances are very good that Joey is going to be a success because people are still really interested in the Friends franchise.
And people are always interested in Jennifer Aniston. Named by Forbes magazine as 2003's most powerful celebrity, Jennifer has parlayed her role as Rachel into a reported $35 million a year empire.
She's the one who gets on most of the magazine covers. She's the one who's had a really good movie career. She's the one who's married to Brad Pitt.
And she's the one with her very own production company, Plan B.
The Pitts created Plan B so they can call their own shots. Their first joint production is Troy.
So with all the Friends lining up such incredible career moves, what are the chances they'll ever get back together?
Reports that came out that Jeff Zucker, the president of NBC, had offered the cast members $4 million apiece to shoot a reunion show.
The cast members don't want to do a Friends reunion because they feel like it'll tarnish the reputation of the show.
They say no reunion. They'll have a reunion.
Yeah. There should be, because for these 6 actors, Friends didn't just make them fantastically rich, it made them Hollywood's hottest superstars.
Friends took their careers to a whole different level. And now they have the clout in Hollywood that people strive for.
They could literally take their lives off. They could just do nothing except relax and have fun for the rest of their lives. That's how much money they have.
They're sort of like the Celebrity Justice League of America. You know, when Batman and Wonder Woman go their separate ways, you know, they're still superheroes.
Thanks for watching, and we hope we'll see you next year.
We wish.
I've always been interested in the roots of music, and obviously it all started in Africa.
We're going to play with kings of their game in their kingdom.
Join Trey Anastasio and Dave Matthews on a musical adventure with Orchestra Baobab.
We're coming here entirely as students.
Is that right?
VH1 Inside Out. Trey and Dave go to Africa.
That's a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
Premieres this Saturday at 10, 9 Central. Go to shop.vh1.com for Orchestra Baobab CDs and a free gift.